Stop scrolling, chosen one, because the universe is about to reveal the exact moment your strategic silence overthrew their entire invisible matrix. They thought you were just walking away in defeat. They laughed at your quiet and painful retreat. But you actually placed their dark pawns into a cosmic checkmate. You did not lose the battle they started. You simply stepped off their toxic board, and while they celebrated, heaven was quietly rearranging the cosmic board to set up your final move. Take a deep breath with me right now. Feel that heavy armor weighing down your shoulders. This feeling is not just normal physical exhaustion. That weight is the heavy toll of observing their pawns move against you for years. You watched them scheme in the shadows. You felt every betrayal deep in your bones, but you refused to play their dirty game. Your daily exhaustion was never a spiritual weakness. It was the absolute proof of your royal bloodline, refusing to engage with the darkness. Heaven trained you to rise above their earthly traps, because you are a true spiritual alchemist. You took their poison and turned it into power. The moment you finally walked away was not a surrender. It was the ultimate sovereign strategy of a grandmaster. They fully expected you to fight back in anger. They wanted you to scream and defend yourself, because your chaotic reaction would have fueled their collapsing empire. But your strategic silence starved their dark energy completely. You cut the invisible cords of their matrix with one quiet decision. Someone from your past is losing their mind. They are staring at the empty space you left behind in pure panic. They foolishly assumed your gentle kindness was just blindness. They mistook a cosmic grandmaster for a mere disposable pawn. That assumption was their most fatal and permanent mistake. The dark forces thought they could drain your royal light forever, but they never realized that your spiritual energy cannot be stolen. They did not realize that your stillness was a weapon. Your refusal to seek revenge was exactly what triggered the divine justice you are about to witness. Heaven has stepped in to finish the game you walked away from. The cosmic board is now permanently locked. Their dark moves are completely paralyzed. Do not look away from this screen right now. If you leave this message before the verdict is read, you will step out of the frequency of miracles. There are 3 sovereign strategies that completely blinded your enemies. The first strategy explains your agonizing past pain. The second strategy brings the supernatural restoration of your stolen kingdom. But the third strategy is a divine acceleration code. It is the final move that the enemy has desperately tried to hide from you. Stay with me here until the very final second. I will show you exactly how to execute all 3 sovereign strategies today. You will finally understand why the universe isolated you, and you will see how every tear you shed was collected to drown their collapsing empire. The long and painful wait is finally over today. The massive cosmic chessboard is beautifully and entirely cleared, and it is time for you to claim your ultimate victory. You have carried a crushing weight for so long. People looked at you and thought you were simply tired. They told you to sleep more, but sleep could never fix the spiritual exhaustion you felt because you were playing a multi-dimensional game while everyone else was asleep. Your heavy armor was not a sign of failure. It was the physical toll of watching their dark pawns move against you. I saw the nights you cried yourself to sleep in the dark. You begged the universe for a single moment of peace. You gave your pure heart to people who secretly plotted your downfall, and they took your precious light while offering you nothing but shadows in return. You were the exhausted cycle breaker of the board for your entire family. You bled just to keep them warm, and they still called you crazy. But let this absolute truth wash over your weary soul today. You were never doing anything wrong. The universe had to let you see their true faces on the cosmic chessboard, so you could finally understand the immense power of your own sovereign strategy. Your kindness was a brilliant beacon that attracted lost and greedy souls. They tried to drain your royal bloodline because they completely lacked their own internal light. You are a sovereign lightworker. You were never meant to blend in with their toxic matrix. You felt every lie before they even spoke the words out loud. That intense emotional sensitivity is exactly why you are the grandmaster of this reality. The spiritual warfare was exceptionally heavy because your divine destiny is incredibly massive, and you were fighting battles in the unseen realm while trying to survive the physical world. It is okay to be tired. Do not scroll past this next sentence. Heaven is watching your physical response right now. Think about yesterday for a moment. Did you notice that the invisible armor weighing down your shoulders suddenly felt a little lighter? That specific body ache vanished completely without any earthly explanation, and this sudden physical relief was the exact moment something massive shifted in the spiritual realm. The tides have finally turned. The dark forces made a critical error in their grand strategy. They thought your exhaustion would finally force you to surrender your crown, but heaven stepped in and brutally intercepted their final move before they could strike. In just a moment I will reveal exactly why that heavy armor vanished, and I will tell you what they realized yesterday that made them drop their weapons in absolute terror. You will finally see the panic in their eyes. Breathe out all the heavy guilt you have been carrying inside. It was never your spiritual burden to fix their broken souls. You are completely safe now. The cosmic board is currently being swept clean of their toxic influence while the universe prepares to hand you the ultimate victory you deserve. You survived the hardest phase of the spiritual war. Your silent tears have watered the seeds of your coming triumph. Rest your beautiful spirit today. They pushed you into the wilderness, expecting you to starve. They completely forgot that you were the one who naturally grew the garden. You do not have to explain your painful journey to anyone anymore. The universe has already validated your quiet suffering, and every single door that violently slammed in your face was actually a divine shield of protection, keeping you completely safe. You were always guarded by heaven. The enemy tried to convince you that you were completely abandoned. They whispered dark lies directly into your mind. They wanted you to believe that your isolation was a cruel punishment, but heaven was actually building an impenetrable fortress around you. Your painful solitude was never a form of spiritual rejection. You are the unbreakable remnant of a royal bloodline, and heaven had to forcefully clear the entire space around you so you could finally execute your sovereign strategy without any interference from their toxic energy. Those dark pawns attempting to drain your royal bloodline made a massive miscalculation. They assumed your gentle kindness was nothing but foolish blindness. They mistook a cosmic grandmaster for a mere pawn they could easily manipulate, thinking you would simply absorb their abuse forever without ever fighting back. But yesterday, everything on the cosmic board completely changed. That heavy armor on your shoulders vanished because they finally realized they lost the game. The Matrix completely shattered the exact moment you stopped reacting to their deliberate traps. You finally see exactly what these dark forces truly are now. The veil has been permanently lifted from your tired eyes. They fed off your glorious light because their own souls were entirely bankrupt. They threw you in the dirt and expected your spirit to rot. But they completely forgot you were a divine seed. The very dirt they maliciously used to bury your potential actually became the unbreakable foundation of the magnificent new kingdom you are building today. Your silent retreat was the most devastating weapon you could have ever used. Now the cosmic tables are completely and permanently turned. There is one specific person who is absolutely terrified of your spiritual evolution. This fallen king is currently watching your energy from afar in pure panic, desperately trying to figure out how you survived their relentless psychological warfare. Who is this person clinging to the ruins of their collapsed empire? Please stay with me right here in this sacred space. I will reveal exactly who is stalking your divine frequency right now. You did not lose any real friends or genuine allies. You only lost the heavy anchors that were designed to drown you. Every door that violently slammed in your face was actually heaven actively protecting you from entering a room where your bright light would have been completely stolen. You are a sovereign lightworker, destined for a much higher elevation. Their sudden departure was the exact key needed to unlock your true destiny. They are suffocating in their own dark lies right now. The spiritual matrix they built to trap you has become their own eternal prison. You took their bitter betrayal and brilliantly turned it into supreme cosmic authority, proving that you have mastered the art of ultimate spiritual transmutation. The grandmaster never panics when the board gets complicated, because they know that every single move is being guided by a much higher divine intelligence. You patiently observed their foolish moves and waited for the perfect moment. And now your strategic silence has cornered them entirely. Heaven is applauding your incredible restraint and your unbreakable faith. The first sovereign strategy of your painful past is now completely resolved. But the second strategy is about to unleash the restoration of your stolen kingdom. Heaven has been quietly rearranging the cosmic board while you rested in the shadows, and the angels have moved the kings and queens of light into their exact positions. You could not see the massive divine strategy unfolding during your darkest days. But every single piece was perfectly aligned to set up your final move. The universe is clearing the path for your glorious return. The second sovereign strategy is actively breaking through the spiritual atmosphere right now. It is the supernatural restoration of your stolen kingdom. The energy and time they maliciously drained from your soul is being returned. The dark pawns who attempted to steal your royal inheritance are watching it multiply because they cannot stop the divine avalanche heading toward you. The fallen king who orchestrated your pain is frozen in the ruins of their collapsed empire. They are desperately stalking your energetic frequency right now. They thought they could permanently break the cycle breaker of the board, but they are completely paralyzed by the blinding light of your spiritual evolution, and they know your rising means their permanent destruction. You do not need to lift a single finger to execute your vengeance. The third sovereign strategy is the divine acceleration code of the cosmos. It is the supernatural ability to manifest your ultimate victory without engaging in earthly warfare. The universe is fighting the final battles entirely on your behalf today, so your only job is to receive the massive spoils of war. Do not look away from this message right now. Stay with me, chosen one. The veil is thinning rapidly as you absorb these powerful words. The final phase of the cosmic checkmate requires one effortless action from you tonight. I will tell you exactly what that simple action is in just a moment. If you execute this final step correctly tonight, their toxic access to your kingdom will be revoked forever, and your peace will be absolute. Your spiritual DNA has been completely upgraded during this long season of isolation. You are no longer the exhausted caretaker who bleeds for ungrateful souls. You have transformed into the cosmic grandmaster who commands the very fabric of reality. The universe is placing the heavy golden crown back onto your royal head, and you will stand as the living proof that silence is a devastating weapon. A supernatural transfer of energy and abundance is hovering directly over your household. The doors that were locked by the Matrix are now flying open by divine command. You are stepping into a powerful new era where you will never have to chase opportunities again. Your sheer presence will effortlessly attract the destiny heaven has prepared for you, because the long winter of your soul is officially over. Anchor your spirit to this sacred moment. The divine acceleration code is completely breaking the final barrier. The magnificent gates of your restored kingdom are swinging wide open right now. Prepare your heart for the ultimate shift. The cosmic board is yours to claim. I am about to hand you the sacred key that seals this total victory, so you never have to fight these dark battles ever again. The third sovereign strategy is now completely unleashed across the entire cosmic board. The divine acceleration code has permanently shattered the invisible matrix. The fallen king who tried to steal your destiny is utterly defeated, and the collapsed empire of your enemies is now entirely sealed in darkness. You have achieved the ultimate cosmic checkmate without ever breaking your strategic silence. You have analyzed every move on this cosmic board for far too long, my child. Your mind is weary from constantly anticipating their next betrayal. The heavy burden of protecting your royal bloodline has exhausted your physical vessel. You do not have to fight this mental warfare anymore. You can finally put down your heavy armor. Heaven has handed you an acoustic sword to finish this war on your behalf. It is a sacred 7-minute frequency designed to automatically sever the invisible cords tying you to their toxic matrix. You do not need to meditate harder or strategize anymore. You do not need to spend another sleepless night worrying about their next attack. Let this divine resonance stand guard over your kingdom. This is the one effortless action the universe requires from you tonight. Gently step into the pinned comment, activate this sonic shield, and let it permanently dismantle their access to your energy. The dark pawns attempting to drain your royal bloodline will be completely blocked. You will effortlessly lock them out of your kingdom forever while you finally rest. Let the universe's acoustic sword cut the heavy karma from your shoulders. Your peace will be absolute and unbreakable. The restoration of your stolen kingdom is currently manifesting in the physical realm. The wealth and opportunities they desperately tried to steal are flooding back to you sevenfold. The universe is officially transferring the massive cosmic inheritance directly into your hands. You are the supreme grandmaster of this reality. The silence you maintained was never a sign of defeat. It was the most powerful decree you could have ever spoken into the spiritual realm. The universe heard your quiet endurance and responded with overwhelming cosmic force. Your enemies are choking on the fruits of your undeniable success. You are standing exactly where heaven always intended you to be. Breathe in the pure, triumphant air of your newly secured kingdom. The frantic moves of your enemies will completely cease tonight. You will sleep in absolute peace, wrapped in the divine protection of the cosmos. The board is swept clean. The victory is entirely yours. You are the living proof that the cycle breaker of the board always wins the final game. Now that the massive board is entirely cleared, you can finally breathe. Look around your beautifully secured cosmic kingdom today. The dust from the collapsed empire has settled completely, and you do not have to constantly look over your shoulder anymore. The dark pawns have been swept away by the wind. You are standing safely in the center of a peaceful and radiant cosmic board. The air in this new territory is incredibly light. You can finally rest in your sovereign strategy without any fear. They tried so hard to make you feel crazy and completely alone. They desperately wanted you to doubt your own divine intuition while they manipulated the truth behind your back. But heaven has vindicated your quiet endurance today. You were right about them all along, because the Grandmaster always sees the ultimate truth. You might still feel a lingering sadness in your heavy heart. Healing from their invisible matrix takes a little time. You gave them chances they never truly deserved, and your beautiful soul mourns the illusion of who they pretended to be. It is perfectly fine to grieve that painful illusion right now, but do not ever let it make you doubt your final move. Your silence was the absolute kindest thing you could have offered them. You walked away instead of destroying them with your truth. That incredible mercy is the true mark of a royal bloodline. You spared them from the full wrath of your spiritual authority, but the universe stepped in to protect you when they refused to honor your gentle boundaries. So, what is the massive new territory heaven has unlocked for you? This is the beautiful secret they tried to hide from you. The new territory is a profound state of unshakable internal peace. It is a completely sacred dimension where their toxic opinions cannot reach your mind, and your spirit is becoming a quiet sanctuary of pure light today. You will wake up tomorrow feeling completely different. The heavy, invisible armor will not be sitting on your chest anymore. You will drink your morning coffee in total and absolute peace. That beautiful silence will not feel lonely or isolating at all. It will feel like the warm embrace of the entire cosmos wrapping around your tired shoulders, because you are finally home. Every step you take forward now is heavily guarded. The universe has stationed angels at the borders of your cosmic board. Nothing toxic is allowed to cross into your sacred space ever again. You can lower your defenses and allow your nervous system to fully heal, because the long and brutal spiritual war is officially over. Your beautiful kingdom is completely and permanently safe today. Do not look back at the ruins of their collapsed empire. They made their choice when they decided to play games with your pure heart. Let them sit in the dark matrix they built for themselves. You have a magnificent new reality to explore right now. The Grandmaster has claimed the ultimate prize of total spiritual freedom, and you must breathe in that incredible freedom today. The kings and queens of light are now surrounding your restored kingdom. You are no longer fighting this lonely battle by yourself. For so long, you were the only cycle breaker of the board in your entire bloodline. You stood in the gap for your family while they threw stones at you. But heaven has recognized your incredible and silent sacrifice. The universe is sending true spiritual allies to stand right by your side. These new allies will never mistake your kindness for weakness. They operate on the exact same high frequency of your royal bloodline. They will fiercely protect your energy and honor your beautiful spirit. You will finally experience what it feels like to be completely supported without having to ask. The era of you being the exhausted caretaker is permanently closed today. Your heart has expanded so beautifully through this painful journey. The dark forces tried to turn your soft heart into stone, but you became a true spiritual alchemist instead. You transmuted their bitter poison into a deep and profound well of compassion. Your ability to love has actually grown stronger through the intense spiritual warfare. That is your ultimate superpower, chosen one. The universe is looking at your restored kingdom with immense pride right now. Every single tear you cried in secret was carefully collected and turned into liquid gold. That gold is now paving the new roads of your magnificent cosmic board. The paths you walk from now on will be paved with divine favor and effortless abundance. You will never have to force a door open again. When you walk into a room now, your energy will naturally command respect. People will feel the weight of your sovereign strategy radiating from your soul. The dark pawns will naturally scatter when you arrive, because they cannot tolerate the blinding light of a grandmaster. You will no longer need to explain yourself or defend your boundaries. Your sheer presence is your ultimate defense. Look how far you have come on this incredible journey. You survived the absolute worst of their invisible matrix. You walked through the dark valley of betrayal and came out wearing a crown of stars. You are the living embodiment of cosmic grace under extreme pressure. Never let anyone convince you that you are anything less than a divine masterpiece. The healing energy of the universe is wrapping around you like a warm blanket right now. Let your tired muscles completely relax. Let the heavy thoughts drift away like clouds in a clear blue sky. The storm has officially passed over your house, The sun is shining brightly on your restored kingdom today. The Grandmaster has secured the eternal victory, and your peace is absolutely guaranteed. The cosmic board is completely yours now. You have survived the invisible matrix and emerged absolutely victorious because your silent strategy was guided by heaven. Anchor your spirit to this newly claimed territory today. Let the profound power of your final move echo through eternity. You are the ultimate sovereign architect of your own beautiful destiny. No one can ever take this massive victory from you. The universe is fiercely guarding your peace. The dark pawns will never cross your sacred borders again. Heaven has permanently sealed the gates of your magnificent restored kingdom. You no longer have to carry the heavy armor of the cycle breaker, and you can finally lay down your weapons to breathe in the pure cosmic light. Your royal bloodline is fully activated. It is completely protected by the highest angelic forces. The universe is officially handing you the heavy golden crown you earned in the dark. Your silent endurance was the greatest strategy ever played on this massive cosmic board. Look at the collapsed empire behind you and feel absolutely zero guilt. You did not break their toxic kingdom. Their own dark moves destroyed their entire foundation, while you simply stood still in the light. You are completely innocent. This is your sacred moment of absolute spiritual elevation. The divine alchemist has successfully turned years of bitter pain into eternal power. Every single tear has been completely avenged by divine justice today, and you are stepping into an incredible era of massive, effortless abundance. The kings and queens of light are celebrating your glorious return right now. The cosmos is rejoicing. Your divine acceleration code is actively pulling miracles into your reality at this exact second. You will never have to chase true love or beg for basic respect ever again. The magnetic force of your restored aura will effortlessly draw the right people to your side, while the fallen kings who doubted you will have to watch your incredible rise from the shadows. They will watch you shine from far away. It is time to physically claim your ultimate victory. The massive cosmic board is yours, chosen one. Tap the like button right now to permanently sever their energetic cords and lock them out of your kingdom forever. Drop a comment declaring, "I am the Grandmaster of my reality," to seal your ultimate victory in the physical realm. Take back your absolute power today. Let the universe hear your powerful battle cry today. Smash the like button to completely shatter the last remaining illusion of their dark matrix. By declaring your spiritual independence in the comments, you are officially signing the heavenly contract that secures your massive cosmic inheritance. Your decree is now cosmic law. Heaven is waiting for your signature. The long and brutal war is officially over, chosen one. As the dark night completely falls over their ruined matrix, do not forget to wrap yourself in the acoustic shield I left waiting for you in the pinned comment. Let that divine frequency stand guard at your massive gates tonight. You have won the ultimate game. Sleep well, Grandmaster.